So I know for an absolute fact, with going to local gyms, that gyms can be very expensive. Even if you go to a commercial gym like Crunch or Planet Fitness, whatever it is, you're still going to end up spending more money. And I know that sometimes you want to get in shape and you don't have a lot of money. I've been there. I go to the gym I go to for free, so it's really not that big of a deal. But when I did go, if I did pay for where I went, I would be paying about $55 a month. And if I went to the other gym that I go to, I would be paying about $75 to $100 a month. That's a lot of money. You can also use that to keep in your pocket. You can use it for food for your training. You can use it for dates for your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whatever you want to do. You can use that money for other things. I understand that sometimes having a gym membership can be very expensive. Or if you just can't afford one at all or you don't want one, there's plenty of other things you can do to get the best workout or even a better pump than you would in normal things. See, for example, this weekend for my birthday, I went tubing. And even though I cut up my hands, you can see right here, the camera will focus right there, and then there's one right there. I mean, just from holding the tube and like gripping it and everything like that, I cut up my hands, but that's part of it, whatever. But I also got one of the best forearm pumps of my entire life, and my best friend went with me too, and he said the exact same thing. He was like, whoa, this pump is insane. And he got more sore than he would have in the gym, partially because he got flung in the water a bunch of times, which is really fun. But he still got a really good pump in his forearms and his arms because you're holding the tube, you're making sure that you don't go out of the wake and flip over in your tube because you're trying to stay on the tube. That's a good way of getting a workout in. I would consider that a workout. We were in the water all day, being underneath the sun, swimming, that burns calories. Okay? I skateboard. So I go out in the sun when it's 108 degrees because I live in Texas, and I skateboard. I burn a lot of calories doing that because it's so hot outside. But either way, you're still burning calories because you're moving your arms, you're moving your legs, you're pivoting, you're coming up ramps, you're going down banks, all the things like that. Also, you can just walk outside and go to the park. You can get on the floor, do some push-ups, do some sit-ups. You don't have to have a fancy gym to do your training. You can do your training however you want. You can go outside and go for a run. It depends on your style of training, but you can still do push-ups and sit-ups if you don't have a gym. Or if you're traveling and you still want to get a workout in and your hotel doesn't have a gym or you can't stop at a gym, just drop down, do some push-ups, do some sit-ups, do the same thing the next day. It's not that hard. My best friend was also complaining that he just went to Boston this last few weeks, and he was complaining that he couldn't get a workout in. And he walked around all day in Boston and NYC, and he got some calories burned, He also, what he could have done is, because the first hotel he had didn't have a gym, well, you could just drop down, do some push-ups, do some sit-ups, run a lap around the hotel. You got to find a way to make it work. You can't use not having a gym as an excuse not to go to the gym. That's not how it works. I get that sometimes it's a struggle, and I get that sometimes you won't always have the right equipment. But also, if you don't want to pay for a gym and you still want gym equipment, you can save up $100 and go to the Walmart or the Academy and get some dumbbells. Get a barbell, load it up with some plates. I mean, that's more expensive, but you know what I mean. You can do it. You just your brain finds ways to help you not to do it because your brain doesn't want to do the hard work. You don't want to do the hard work because you're lazy. But if you're really serious about getting into shape and you really want to have that outcome, you can do anything you really need. If you have a floor anywhere, you can do some push-ups. You can go for a run. You can go for a walk. You can pick up a hobby that involves you to be active. Instead of playing video games all day, go learn how to ride a bike. Ride your bike around the neighborhood. Ride your bike up a mountain. Learn how to skateboard. Learn how to longboard. Go kayaking, go fishing, do anything. Go outside. Take up boxing as a sport. You'll still be able to get a good workout in. So one of the things that my girlfriend's dad told me to do if I want to get better at tubing and have a better grip strength is obviously strength train, resistance training. But he also said get a tennis ball and squeeze it until you can break it with your bare hands. That's another way that you can get some good workout in. You can go buy one of those, I don't know what they're called, but the little grip strength things. You can turn up the dial. You could do one of those. You can do that while you're doing your homework, while you're studying, while you're eating your meal. Do whatever you want. You'll get stronger that way. There's all the things you can do. And obviously you can control your diet through anything you do, so you have better results and you have better body fat percentage, you have better muscle mass, you have better BMI, all those things. There's things you can do. Your brain's just going to find the easiest way not to do them. And as far as doing push-ups and sit-ups on the ground, you can either make up what you want to do. You could say, okay, I'm going to do 4 sets of 25 push-ups and do 100 push-ups this day, and then I'm going to do the same thing tomorrow. Or you can look up on Google or get an app that tells you exactly what to do for your situation. Or if you really, really want to and you want to go that extra mile, you can set up a personal training course with me, and I will personally assess your situation, see what you have access to, see what you can do, see your area, see the best gyms you can go to if you can afford that, tell you the price range. I'll keep you accountable. I'll tell you what you can do at home if you can't. If you're traveling, I'll adapt to that and I'll help you with that. It's really not that hard. It doesn't matter. You can still get a workout in. You can still look good. It's just a matter of being resourceful. So I don't have an excuse not to be in shape. Neither do you. It's just your own personal willpower and your own personal discipline. It's really not that hard. See, so even though I'm on a bulk, today, me and my best friend, we work at Chick-fil-A, and he was like, hey bro, we got this new banana milkshake. He came up to me. We have this new banana pudding milkshake or whatever that we have for sale now. And he was like, hey bro, do you like banana pudding? I was like, no. I was like, I don't want to try the new shake. I was like, don't. And he was like, oh, well, why? I was like, because what's going to happen is if I like it, I'm going to want to buy it more. So I'm going to be spending more money out of my pocket that I don't really have. I was like, also, on top of that, I was like, I'm going to like it and I'm going to enjoy it more and I'm going to drink more of it, and it's going to ruin my body fat percentage. Even though I'm on a bulk, it doesn't matter that I can eat whatever I want. I was like, that's besides the point. I was like, also, it's going to affect my brain because of the freaking processed chemicals in that milkshake. I was like, it doesn't. I was like, and he was, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. And he just walked away. See, so you can resist those temptations as well. You don't have to give in to that peer pressure of like, oh, well, everyone else has this drink or everyone else is eating this thing. No, you can do what you want to do. If you go out to dinner with your friends and they make fun of you for getting the healthy option, at least you still know that you're not going to have heart problems when you're 40 years old. You're not going to be extremely obese when you're 50. You're making those smart decisions. It's about being resourceful with what you have. Sometimes, yeah, you have to take the L. You're in a car for 12 hours. You can't really work out. You go to, your friend takes you to a restaurant and they don't have the best food that will help you. It doesn't matter. Sometimes you're going to have to take the L, but most of the times you can make your own W. You can make your own win. So you have to see that opportunity and take it. You have to make your own opportunities. See, I know a lot of people that work with me, they're like, oh, well, I want to get into shape, but it's just so hard because I don't have the time when they work a 6 to 2 schedule. Well, for starters, you can get up at 3 a.m. like me, go to the gym, get your work done in the morning, do some journaling, do some reading, spend time with God, go to work, and then come home and do it again. Or you can also, if you're not that much of a morning person, you can work your morning shift until the afternoon. You're going to be a little bit tired. Go get you an energy drink, go drink some coffee, go to the gym after that. You can control your diet throughout the day. They're like, oh, well, we work at Chick-fil-A. There's nothing, you're going to have bad food. Well, obviously, just get some grilled nuggets and a parfait. Don't get the freaking spicy deluxe with extra bacon, whatever. Like, you get what I'm saying? You don't have to have that victim's mentality where you can't do what you want to do because of this or because of this or because of that person or because of this thing. It doesn't matter. Just have the self-control. Do what you need to do and get it done. There's no excuses. Nobody's gonna save you. Now, if you really struggle with being accountable, yes, I will help you with that. But if you're not gonna take it seriously, then don't even watch my videos. Alright guys, that's all I got for you today. You guys have a good day. Amen.